All right, let's talk about something we've all seen, right? A truly powerful, memorable talk. Ever wonder what it really takes to deliver one? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on the key ideas from Talk Like a TED Talk. And by the end of this, you're going to have a blueprint to be an incredible communicator, no matter the situation. So let's just dive right in. Okay, let's start with a little thought experiment. When I say the phrase TED Talk, what's the very first image that pops into your head? Who do you see standing on that little red circle? Is it someone with like a genius level IQ? A world-changing innovator with some incredible invention? Or maybe you just picture someone who seems, I don't know, like they're part of some exclusive club, one of the chosen few who were just born knowing how to speak in public. Well, the book we're drawing from today is crystal clear on this. That whole idea that incredible public speaking is some gift reserved for a select group is a total and complete myth. And honestly, it's a lie that holds way too many people back. So let's start right there. Let's completely dismantle that myth and get to the bottom of what actually makes a speaker so powerful. See, the big secret is there is no secret. It's not about being a born genius or having some famous last name. It's about learning a skill. The only real difference between you and that person on stage is that they've learned how to communicate one single idea with incredible focus. It's not magic, folks, it's a craft, and anyone can learn a craft. So, if it's not some kind of magic trick, then what is the blueprint? What are the actual building blocks you need for a truly captivating talk? Well, according to the source material, the entire thing rests on just 3 pillars. That's it. It starts with what you're going to say, one clear, single idea. Then it's about how you connect with people, and you do that through a personal story. And finally, it's about how you present it all, with a powerful, authentic delivery. And I gotta say, this point right here, it's huge. That second ingredient, the personal story, is so crucial. Why? Because you can throw all the data and facts you want at an audience, but that stuff is forgettable. A compelling, vulnerable story, though, that builds an unforgettable bridge. It's what makes people feel your message, not just hear it. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room for most people, right? The anxiety, the nerves, the stage fright. How in the world do we deal with that? Here's the trick. It's a tiny but incredibly powerful mental flip. You see, the physical feelings of anxiety, your heart racing, the butterflies in your stomach, are literally the exact same physical feelings of excitement. The moment you start telling yourself, I'm not nervous, I'm excited, you start to reinterpret all that energy as fuel. And I love this quote because it perfectly captures the goal. It's not about trying to get rid of the nerves. Guess what? Even the best performers in the world get them. It's about harnessing that adrenaline, channeling that energy, and teaching those butterflies to fly for you, not against you. Okay, so you've got your head in the right space. Now it's time to build the actual engine of your talk, finding that one single powerful idea. To find your core message, you have to be absolutely ruthless. For every point, every fact, every little story you want to cram in there, you have to stop and ask yourself this one simple, brutal question. So what? Why should anyone care? If you don't have a good answer, it's got to go. Think of it like a funnel, okay? At the very top, you start with something really broad that you care about. Something like the importance of mental health. It's a great start for sure, but it's way, way too big. So you funnel it down a bit, you get more specific. You focus on a single piece of that puzzle, like, say, the link between social media and anxiety. Okay, now we're getting warmer. But it's still a little generic, right? And then you push it through the funnel one last time, and what comes out is something pure, something powerful. Social media isn't making you anxious, your unconscious comparison to others is. Now that is an idea. It's specific, it's got a unique angle, and it's something only you can deliver in your own way. Once you have that crystal clear message, it's time to bring it to life. So let's open up the Champions Toolkit and see exactly how it's done. First up, your voice. It's your #1 tool, and a flat, monotone delivery is the fastest way to put an audience to sleep. So you've got to play with it. Vary your pitch. Go high for excitement, low for serious points. Change up your pace. Speed up for energy, slow way down for emphasis. Use volume to make things pop. And, maybe most importantly, master the pause. That silence, that's what gives your biggest ideas the space to really land. And remember, way before you even open your mouth, Your body is already communicating. A solid, planted stance just screams confidence. Your gestures need to be purposeful, like exclamation points for your words, not just nervous, distracting movements. And of course, eye contact, looking directly at people in the audience one by one. That's how you build a real connection. That's how you build trust. Okay, and this is maybe the most important part of this whole thing. These skills, they are not just for some big fancy stage with a red carpet. They are designed for a big life. This is the key. You've got to start reframing how you see your own life, because your life is a series of stages. Every single important conversation is your stage. Every chance you get to share an idea is a performance. Just think about your day-to-day. That weekly team meeting, that's a stage. A sales pitch, definitely a stage. Trying to propose a new idea to your boss, that's a stage. Even a tough, heartfelt conversation at the dinner table, that is a stage too. And in every one of those moments, you can use these principles to make your communication count. And this really just brings it all home. You don't have to wait for someone to hand you a microphone or invite you up on stage. You already have a platform. Your life, your work, your relationships, that's your real stage. And it is waiting for you. So after all of this, it all comes down to one question. A question that only you can answer for yourself. You have a story to tell. You have a unique perspective. You have a message that only you can deliver. So the only question left is, are you ready to share it?